Do you dream of making a change in your life? Oh, changing jobs, going back to school to learn a new skill, utilizing some talent that you have in some way, but you're afraid that you won't succeed, or even worse, you're afraid of what your family and friends will say. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you overcome the fear that's holding you back. Hello, I'm Wendy Rapp, spiritual life coach and intuitive reader. On this channel, I help you as a spiritually awakened person grow and evolve on your soul's journey. Fear has its place. Fear is the ego's way of keeping us safe and protected and out of harm's way. But fear can also undermine your future happiness and success. Ancient map makers would mark uncharted territory with the warning, "There be monsters," or "There be dragons," and they would often have depictions of these horrible creatures ready to get you if you ventured beyond the unknown. Now, in those days, it was meant to serve as a precaution to those who were explorers who were going to venture beyond the known world. It was a matter of life and death for them at that point, not knowing what was beyond what they knew. Well, that fear must have seeped into our psyches today, because today we are allowing fear, many people allow fear to hold them back, and yet often the things that we want to trying something new, is not a matter of life and death. So if you're fearful about making a change or trying something new, well, educate yourself. The nice thing is today we have the internet, we have Google, we have YouTube, and chances are pretty good whatever it is that you want to venture into and try out, someone has already done it before you. And especially if you go on YouTube, you will find people who have probably tried the things that you're thinking of trying to do, who will give you direction in that new venture that you're looking into, who will give you advice and also let you know how they've maybe failed or mistakes they've made along the way, so that you can learn from those mistakes and not make them yourself. When you educate yourself and you learn what to do and what to avoid, it does help you to release the fear. And the second thing is, gain a sense of proportion about whatever this is that you want to do. Imagine the worst thing that could possibly happen. Typically, the worst thing is not what happens. And the third tip is to visualize yourself doing whatever this new endeavor is, and visualize yourself succeeding. Now, really feel it. Really feel yourself in that place doing whatever it is you wish to do, and feeling it in your heart. Really feeling the joy that doing whatever that is gives you, and feeling yourself being successful at it. This is a technique that's actually been proven. Athletes, very famous athletes, use this all the time. They see themselves running those races and crossing that finish line. They see themselves scoring those touchdowns, and it works. So really put yourself in the visualization, feel yourself doing whatever this is, and feel yourself being very successful at it. And I'm sure you're very familiar with the technique a lot of people use where they write the pros and the cons. Well, I take that a step further. And there's a technique that I use when I'm trying to make a change and I'm feeling somewhat fearful about it. I talk it out aloud to myself, but I talk it out aloud. I first, as myself, go into all the reasons why it won't work and all the objections I can think of. And then I switch over to being in an energy as if I'm trying to help my best friend overcome a fear or overcome something that's blocking that person. And I talk as I would to my best friend and overcome those objections, or even sometimes give a little advice about whatever that objection would be. There's something about hearing yourself talking it out loud and overcoming those objections in your own voice that's very, very helpful. It's one thing to hear your friends telling you, "Oh, you can do it, you can succeed, you'll be great." You may or you may not believe it. They're your friends, they love you, they're going to say nice things, right? But when you hear it in your own voice, when you hear yourself working through those objections out loud to yourself, or coming up with solutions out loud to yourself. It's your voice, your words. It's so empowering. So try that exercise because I swear by it. And a really important step to remember is to focus on your why. Why is it that you want to make this change? Is it because you want to do something for the greater good? Do you want to do something to improve your life? Do you want to do something to help others? Whatever that reason would be, there's always a large or a big why. What is the reason you want this change? Really, really think about it, write it out. I would put your why, this reason why you want this change to happen in your life, and put it on your bathroom mirror next to your bed. Carry it in your purse with you or in your pocket, and look at that why. It has to be a reason that's higher than your ego. This is something that means something to you. It's very meaningful and purposeful for you. So think of your why, write it out, and plaster it all over the place. There really is no magic bullet for getting rid of the fear. The best way to get rid of the fear that you're feeling is to just face it and start taking steps toward whatever that change is that you want in your life. And once you face the fear and start actually taking those steps, and it can be baby steps, even baby steps give you confidence that really this fear that's blocking me, this is crazy. Why am I letting it? It's not as difficult as I thought it would be. It's not as horrible as I thought it would be. And don't forget, you always have your angels and guides around you who are supporting you for your highest good. So you're not in this life alone. You're here with a full support team in spirit to help you. If you're feeling fearful, now they won't take the fear away because that's part of a lesson that we need to learn. We need to grow and evolve. And anytime we face a fear, we are allowing our soul to grow. So they will support you, they will direct you and help you so that it works out for your highest good. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that information was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section below because I'd love to answer those questions for you and I'd love to hear from you. Hit the subscribe button. I upload a new video every Sunday and I'd love to have you join me. You can connect with me on social media. The links are below in the description box. And as always, you are a spark of the divine. Share your light with the world. Blessings.